What's up, my YouTube friends? Johnny V, Uptown New Orleans today on St. Charles Avenue. I'm in the 1700 block of St. Charles Avenue. It's not that there's a lot of traffic, it's just that it's moving really slowly. Looks like everybody's in like a trance or something. It's like everybody's in a low gear or something. I mean, I understand there's traffic cameras and stuff, but I mean, goodness gracious, we're going like 22, 23 miles per hour. I mean, if you want to look at the sights, it's great. It's a great speed. It's a great speed for looking at sights. Mr. John's Steakhouse right here. Pretty good steakhouse. But yeah, if you want to see the sights and stuff, this is a perfect speed because you're not going anywhere fast. It'll take 15-20 minutes to get up to Audubon Zoo. My goodness gracious. Crossing Jackson Avenue. This Hotel Tonel used to be called something else. I don't know what, but I can't remember right now. That's a new name. New name to me. Get out of this lane. Look at that new staircase they put on that. That looks kind of like temporary-ish. I don't know if that's a permanent thing or not, but I mean, it looks way too new. It looks way too new to be permanent. Crossing 2nd Street, 1st Street, 2nd Street, 3rd Street. Like that. That's beautiful homes out here. Looks like a freaking hotel. My God. Nice. Rusty's been stump grinding a long time. Crossing Washington Avenue. I don't know if you can read the sign. This video is being shot near the end of May, almost the end of May, like the 23rd or 22nd or the 23rd, I believe. But it's getting hot out there. Wow, it's like 90 degrees, 91 degrees, I think. You know, the humidity is horrible. All the good things associated with New Orleans weather. Summer's coming. Summer's still a good 4 or 5 weeks away. Can you believe it's already this hot? Coming up on Louisiana Avenue, I believe. Yeah, I think that used to be a funeral home. It might still be a funeral home. No, I don't think it's a funeral home anymore. The McDonald's on the parade route. Like I said, it's going to take us 12 to 15 minutes to get to Audubon Zoo. Get to Audubon Park. I go walk around Audubon Park actually, see what it looks like. I hadn't walked around Audubon Park in a while. It's what, 12:30? Okay. Wife gets off at 3:30, I believe. Should be ready to be picked up. Maybe 4 o'clock. Getting ready to go up to North Louisiana for my kids' graduation. My sons are graduating from Louisiana Tech. Both of them the same day. And one of them wants to forego his graduation to come back down to New Orleans for his cousin's wedding. His eldest girl cousin is getting married Saturday, It's a funny story because the girl's getting married. Asked my wife, "What day is the graduation?" I won't plan the wedding for that day. So my wife tells her the day. Okay, it's like whatever, the 18th. Okay, well I won't have the wedding on the 18th. So she scheduled it for like the 25th or whatever. And then come to find out, that was the day of the she had the days mixed up. So I mean, even though the young lady tried to make it to where, you know, we didn't have conflicting things, because this is like a big deal because there's only 2 kids in her family. My wife's family is only 2 kids, so when you only have 3 or 4 cousins, you know, and you kind of want to be at that wedding, first wedding of the kids, you know, first wedding for my father-in-law's grandkids, first grandchild's wedding, you know, so you kind of want to be there, you know. It's a big deal. Yeah, but we're gonna make it. We got the graduation's like at 9:30 in the morning on Saturday, and then you know, the graduation's probably an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at the most. 11:30, we gotta be back on the road. It's like a 5-hour drive, 4.5 if you push it real fast and you don't have any traffic. You can make it 4.5 hours, but it's a good solid 4.5 hours. That's stopping once for gas, because it's over 300 miles, or right at 297, all right, you know, right at 300 miles. So I mean, luckily it's almost all interstate, 95% interstate. There's a part up by Jackson, Mississippi where you gotta cut over. You save about 15 or 20 miles if you cut through the back roads to get back on the Interstate 20. Then it's I-20 west, back into Louisiana. We gotta go into Mississippi and back in Louisiana. Actually, that's the best route. To go straight up to Mississippi, drive most of the route in Mississippi, then cross the river again. Well, I'll cross the river one time actually, because, you know, you get the idea. You can stay in Louisiana the whole way, but it's a lot of U.S. highways, and the U.S. highway is about as good as this road right here. It's like a washboard. For being a United States highway, the road is terrible. Soniat Street. I don't know if we passed Jefferson Avenue yet. If we hadn't passed Jefferson Avenue, it's coming up. I think up here is the Jewish Community Center. De La Salle High School, and then a couple blocks either behind us or in front of us is the Jewish Community Center. It's a pretty big place. Might be it there. Jewish Community Center. Well, when I was driving Uber, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 years ago, I'd always pick up a lot of kids and they always would go, "Bring me to the JCC. Bring me to the JCC." Yeah, that's what they would say. "Bring me to the JCC. I'm like, what? What is that? You know, I'm going to the JCC. Okay, you say so. Jewish Community Center. This is Jefferson Avenue here. Let's try to catch an address. This is the 5400 block. Counting up. The address is counting up from Canal Street. See, yeah, I need to redo this road. Man, beautiful, majestic St. Charles Avenue. They need to cut the grass. Oh, and they need to fix the street. They need to fix the street more than they need to cut the grass. More than they need to cut the grass. But my God, it's horrible. You know, if they close this road for a day or two to bust it up and redo it, it's gonna be a big project. You know how that goes. If they close this street, you have to take all the side streets. It's Nashville Avenue here. Beautiful home over there. Is that a home? I guess it's a home. A nice sunroom up top. What do they call it? Solarium? Is that a solarium? The kid thinks I'm videoing him. No, I'm not videoing you, kid. You just happen to be in my video. You just have the good fortune of being in my video. Hundreds of people will see you. Who knows? I could get over 1,000 views. Smash the thumb if you made it this far. It's a miracle. Smash that thumbs up button for me. Share it if you think you know somebody would like to see a video of Uptown New Orleans, St. Charles Avenue. It's a nice house. Actually, the quality of the video looks pretty good. This little iPhone does a pretty good job of videoing. 6,000 block now. Coming up near another half a mile or so will be the Audubon Park. Look at these beautiful oak trees though. See if I can get a thumbnail. Too short, but if you make them too long, nobody's gonna watch the whole thing, and then that hurts the YouTube algorithm. And then the YouTube doesn't suggest the video to anyone. Loyola University, New Orleans. I think it's a Catholic school, actually. Here's Audubon Park, Audubon Zoo, way back on the other side of Magazine. Let's see if I can. Man, there's a lot of parking spots are taken. I don't know. It's kind of. I guess it's students parking there and trying to go to class or whatever. Audubon Place. I think it's one of the very few gated subdivisions of New Orleans. Very few gated subdivisions. I'd say there's probably less than 10 or 15 gated subdivisions. Oof, in Florida, there's about 1 million. Just in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale area, there must be 5,000 subdivisions. And you think I'm lying? You think I'm just making up a crazy number? There must be 5,000 gated subdivisions that you have to, with a real security person, with a real security guard at the gate, and you have to know somebody, or you have to tell them who you're going to see, or if you're an Uber driver, you have to tell them the address where you're going, and then they phone the person to verify it. They don't just take your word for it and say, okay. They actually phone the person before they open the gate. It's pretty wild. Very secure. Very much different than here. Alright, I think I'm going to end the video. I think I'm almost running out of St. Charles Avenue here. This is Cherokee Street. Used to be, I think up here is Broadway. Did we pass Broadway already? If we passed Broadway already, it used to be a K&B. I wonder what it is now. It used to be a K&B on the corner of Broadway and St. Charles Avenue. Well, I know it's not a K&B anymore, but I think at one time it was a Rite Aid, or I think Rite Aid bought out K&B. K&B is a New Orleans-based drugstore, and then it became like New Orleans, Mississippi, Alabama, and maybe even Texas, and Georgia maybe, and then like the Panhandle of Florida probably. But that was it. I mean, they had over 100 stores. My dad was a manager at K&B. It was Katz and Bestall. That was the two guys' names. I think they were, pretty sure they were Jewish people. All right, up here's the levee in the Mississippi River. And that's the end of St. Charles Avenue. So it's going to be Carrollton Avenue. This is what's called Riverbend area. La Madeleine. This is Carrollton Avenue here. Of course, you got the New Orleans original daiquiris. And over there is Cooter Brown's. Nice little dive bar. If you like dive bars, that's the place to be. They serve good little plate lunches too. I think the kitchen closes at like 4 or 6, but maybe they serve. I think they might serve like greasy kind of food at after hours, but I don't think they serve like the lunch plates after like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I could be wrong. I just feel that way. All right, smash the thumbs up button for me. This is Johnny V out from way uptown New Orleans. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out. It's a river right there.